Hey guys, welcome back to the Church of Yah Ministries. Uh, I got a, I'm doing my theological certificate program, and today I went over understanding heresies and sects and all the false teachers and doctrines. And Jesus told us beware of false teachers in these times. So I found out, not found out. I seen a video and I watched it all the way through. And I let this dude talk. I truth unedited. If you heard of him, stay away. Yeah, we might have similar beliefs, but his beliefs isn't based on scripture. He's just basing it on racism. He's basing it on uh, 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 he don't want to be like the Greeks. For the Bible speaks about the Gentiles will come into the covenant. There was foreigners in the covenant. We just read over here at the church, y'all. That's why we're going through the book of John together, so we can read. And he's not reading his Bible. He keeps talking about this lens that people read the Bible through a Christian faith. And the Christians wasn't declared by Greeks, Romans, or any European society. The Christianity started in Africa. It speaks about in Acts 8, the Ethiopian Enoch, where I want to say Mark talked to him, started the Orthodox Church. There's history on that. Orthodox Church has history all the way from today, leading back to the first century. You think that's just a misunderstanding? It's in the Bible and it started the church. You didn't think Mark started a church and didn't know the foundation of who his Messiah was? That's crazy work. You're backing up, you're reading scripture, talking about you're reading in context, but you're not rightly dividing the word of truth. You're not. His name is Ron, I believe. Truth unedited. Don't follow them. He leads away. If you don't know your scripture, he's going to lead you astray. And he said, he gets into the names. And at the church, my church is called Church Yah because I know his name. Yahshua. He said he would come in his father's name. Yahshua. So God humbled himself and came down to human flesh. We know this because we quote John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Jesus was the Word, and he came and dwelt among us. I don't get it. In Revelations, in red writing, it says, I'm the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. Jesus said that. So how in the heck will he humbled himself on earth? When he came to earth, he humbled himself and said he has a God because he was a human. Yeah, there's no scripture that says he was a human and he humbled himself and he called himself God. There's plenty declarations that he said he was God. We read it in John chapter 8, the last video I made. We read that. He said his name in the English text of what his name is. He said, before Abraham was, I am. And there was no reason that the Pharisees wanted to stone him because he literally declared the Father's name as his own. So I don't get, I on this channel, because he was in the beginning stage of Truth Unedited in like 2016, 18, 19, I forget what time. I was reading the scriptures and I was understanding the truth a long time ago. But it's not a truth to where you start declaring yourself as a heresy, because he was talking about certain things that Christians believed. Certain things we don't believe for Christians, but Christians believe at the Church of Yah, but we believe in most. It's just that certain things aren't biblical. But Jesus being God is definitely biblical. yeah, we can get into the name. We declare his name. I pray in his real name. And I say Jesus, but I say Christ, I say Lord, and I say Yahshua. That's not taken away from it. But when it comes to understanding why he believes the way he believes, because he was on a Christian route of, not a Christian route, he was on the route of believing everything the Christians believe. And I checked him in the comment, and he changed his whole thing to a lot of what he talked about today. But declaring, like, I got on him about who the real Israelites are. He called them Jews, and I'm like, they're not Jews. That's an English word from the word Yehudim. That's what they call the tribe of Judah. The tribe of Judah is who they call the Jews, because the U in Yehudim is where they get Jew from in English. So I just basically simply told him to correct him on that, and now he's on a spiral towards leading to hell, because Jesus told us to worship him in spirit and in truth. Worship him in spirit and truth. So we worship in spirit. That's what worship is. We prostrate ourselves up to God, obeying God. The truth part is what people leave out and don't fully understand. The truth is understanding Christ's divinity. Understanding Christ's divinity. That's the truth. That's how we worship in truth, by understanding that Christ has a divinity. He has no end. He said it himself in Revelations. I'm the beginning and I'm the end, the Alpha and the Omega. That's the truth. So I don't understand why he's becoming a heresy and denying that he, by using John 20, that is not a way to use to say Jesus is not God. That is not a way. There's no way. Yeah. So I just made this video to come out and come talk about truth unedited. I really, really demand that y'all stay away from that channel. I don't have my Bible. I don't have nothing. The gospel is the gospel. We don't stray away from the truth. We talk about the truth here. Peace.